Hi friends, it's Nadi here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's recipe is going to be parathas or Guyanese style oil roti. So this is a requested recipe. So I'm going to show you how I make mine and how you can achieve all these beautiful layers, and it's so soft and silky. So guys, let's get going with the recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and add 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And I'm going to use just half a teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm going to start with some lukewarm water. So guys, use the tap lukewarm water, okay? It does make a difference. So what I'm going to do, I'm gradually going to add water, and I'm going to slowly kind of like bring everything together. So I'm not kneading at this point. I'm just grabbing and, just bringing in them together like this. So I'm going to keep this video running so that you see how to actually knead the dough, because that usually makes a very big difference in the way your roti is going to turn out. So here everything has come together, and notice I'm not like squeezing the dough or anything. I'm just kind of like rolling it and bringing it all in together. At this point, you have a nice soft dough. So now I'm going to go ahead, add sprinkle flour because it is going to be sticky, and I'm going to go ahead and knead it. So this is the way I usually knead my roti. Now I'm going to flip it on the other side, and I'm going to knead it. And add flour as needed because your dough is soft, so it's going to be sticky. So notice once I finish the kneading process, I just kind of like bring it together again, once again, into that nice soft ball. And then I'm going to knead it once more. So I'm going to knead this over, flip it, and do the other over too. So altogether, I did this twice. So now I'm just going to bring everything together again. And I'm going to form that nice dough ball. So guys, my dough is all done, and I have a nice smooth dough. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle half a teaspoon of oil, and I'm using vegetable oil. And this is going to keep it moist. So here I have a nice smooth soft dough ball. And I'm going to go ahead and cover this with a damp paper towel, and also I'm going to cover with a hand towel. So I'm going to leave this for 10 minutes, and then we'll start the oiling process. So guys, after 10 minutes, we're going to start the oiling process. So I'm going to start dividing my dough. And I'm doing like medium size roti. So I find that medium size works perfectly. Then you get all these beautiful soft layers. So with 3 cups of flour, I got 5 parathas. So you're going to sprinkle flour as needed, and I'm going to go ahead and roll this out. I'm going to go ahead and put the oil. I'm using just 1 teaspoon of oil. And I'm going to sprinkle the flour on it. Now you're going to cut the middle halfway down, and then we're going to start rolling this from one end all the way to the other end, and then we're going to tuck the end piece right in there and kind of tuck everything in and do the top part like this. So voila guys, you have one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do another one. So friends, you can also do the square method, like the folding. So you just bring one end in, put the oil, sprinkle with flour, oil again, sprinkle with flour, and then bring the both ends in and make it into a square. It really doesn't make any difference in the way your roti is going to turn out. So I'm just going to cover this nicely with the cling wrap and let this rest for at least 15 minutes before cooking. So guys, my pan is heating up that I'm going to make my roti in. So we're going to start rolling these out. So you're going to use flour as needed and you're going to roll it. So you're going to roll it into a nice circular shape. Shape doesn't matter. So, it doesn't have to be the perfect circle. So guys, you're going to try to roll the edges because you don't want like a thick edge. So you want your edge to be nice and thin. So the thinner it's the better. You don't want that heavy, thick edge on your roti. So this is good now. My pan is heating up nicely, so I'm going to go ahead and put my parathas to start cooking. So once you see the bubbles start forming, then you're going to oil on one side. And then I'm going to go ahead, flip it on the other side, and I'm going to do the same. Once one side is cooked, you give it like about 30 seconds to 45 seconds and just flip it over. I like my roti to have this little brown crust on top, but if you don't like it, you can always take it down earlier. And now guys, for the clapping method, I'm still doing my old-fashioned Guyanese way. So you can put it in the closed container, shake it, or you can also clap it with paper towels, on both sides, or in a hand towel. It doesn't really matter. Whatever your preference are, you can do that, okay? And so friends, this is a square one that we did earlier. So, the shape doesn't matter, so it usually comes out great too. So friends, my product is all done and I have here some nice vegetarian pumpkin. And this is a perfect combination, pumpkin and roti. So let's take a look at the parathas, how soft it is. Just look at that. So I'm going to open the inside so that you can see all the layers. And guys, it's so soft. And now I'm going to break into it and just look at those nice silky soft layers. So do try to follow the recipe because, it usually comes out really well. How yummy this looks. Now this one is for all of you guys out there. Good.